3. The Raid.
A SWAT team stormed a rundown apartment building. What looked routine turned into a massacre inside that 15-story building. It was full of killers and rigged with traps. Outside, 2 officers waited as backup. They had no clue, chatting about last night's game. Then, the screaming started. With the ambush underway, how does the team inside fight their way out? And how do they survive a building built to kill them? It starts with a crime boss who runs all of Jakarta's drug and gun trade. In his world, you obey or you die. He treats undercover cops like trash, using them to vent his rage. You might wonder how Tama gets away with fighting the cops openly. Simple. He is bought off the top brass. Every police move is a game he sees coming. Still, Sergeant Jaka secretly built a 20-man elite team to wipe out the whole operation. Soon they reached the building, geared up and ready. Each carried an assault rifle. At first, everything went smoothly. They took down the low-level guys before anyone could react. By the 5th floor, the long, quiet hallway felt like the calm before a storm. Then, a kid appeared, throwing off their whole plan. The boy looked harmless, so Jaka signaled everyone to lower their guns. But the kid bolted behind a wooden door, and the second in command fired without hesitating. Too late, word reached the floors above. The team rushed up. They tried to stop a second boy, but too late. Alarms blared.
2. John Wick.
So I made a deal with him. I gave him an impossible task. A job no one could have pulled off. He had to wipe out every last man in the Boyka Syndicate. Their soldiers, their lieutenants, their families, all in one night. No backup, no safe house, just maps, names, and a promise. Freedom. They controlled half of New York, and by sunrise, only John was left standing, bleeding, breathing. That's when I knew the boogeyman wasn't a story. He was my creation. To watch how that night unfolded, click the link in the comments. You'll see what impossible truly looks like.
One. Gladiator.
The general who became a slave. The slave who became a gladiator. The gladiator who defied an emperor. And what could be more glorious than to challenge the emperor himself in the great arena?
You would fight me.
Why not? Do you think I'm afraid?
I think you have been afraid all your life.
Unlike Maximus the Invincible, who knows no fear.
And you're a man who once said death smiles at us all.